So let's solve for this rational equation here by using the quadratic formula. But before we get to the quadratic formula, what do we need? We need a quadratic equation, right? But we don't have that format here. We don't see it, basically. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is to make this equation into a quadratic equation so we can all see it, right? So to do that, we have to find what? The lowest common denominator, because we're dealing with fractions here. So we have 15x, x plus 1. Now the good news is that all these terms here are different from each other. So that's very good news. Why? Because then you can say that the lowest common denominator is just the product, multiplication of all three. So it's 15 times x plus 1. That's it. Bingo. So now we're going to multiply each of these fractions by the lowest common denominator. So that means what? So we're going to multiply this one by 15x times x plus 1. Same thing here. 15x, x plus 1. And then here, 15x, x plus 1. All right? So if it's just like that, so what's going to happen? So we're going to reduce whatever possible, simplify them up. So the top one is only going to be what? X times x plus 1 left. Because we're multiplying x times x plus 1 times 1 stays the same. Plus, x and x will be crossed out, so you end up with 3 only, times 15, right? Which is 45. So you end up with 3 times 15, which is 45. So that would give us what? 45 times x plus 1 left from here, because 3 times 15 is 45. Okay? And then that is equal to what was happening here? X plus 1 out. You have 15x left. So you see how beautifully we just worked on the problem here, and then we're good. All right? Now we're going to have to remove parentheses. So x is multiplying x, that will give us x squared. X is multiplying 1, that will give us x. Plus 45 times x is going to give us what? 45x. And then 45 times 1 is going to give us 45. That'll be equal to what? Now, got to be careful. 4 should be multiplying 15. So that should have given us 60. So we should be careful there. All right? So it's 60x. So you got to be very careful. Then you got to combine all like terms. So that means we can combine these two together. Right? So we have x squared plus 46x plus 45 equals to 60x. That we combine the like terms. Negative 60x, negative 60x. So we have x squared. So when we subtract 45 from 60, so we end up with what? So it's 14. So it's negative that plus 45 equals to 0. So we end up with x squared minus 14x plus 45 equals to 0. So this is now the quadratic equation that we're dealing with. Okay? Now, we can go with the quadratic formula. X equals to a negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2 times a. All right? So once we have it like that, what can we do after that? So we can even put it here already. So this is x equals to what? B is what? Negative 14. So it's minus negative 14 plus minus what? Square root of b squared. So that means negative 14 squared. And then minus 4 times a. A is 1. And c is 45. Divided by 2 times 1. Okay? So let's go for it. So negative we give a positive 14. So x equals to 14 plus minus. Then square root of what? 14 squared. That would give us what? 14 times 14. Let's come here. So you don't have calculator. You got to go. You still got to do it. Okay? So That's 196. So 196 is a plus, and then negative times positive is negative. So 4 times 45 will give us what? 180. Okay? So divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. Then we have positive 14 plus minus. So what is 196 minus 180? That'll give us 16. Square root of 16 over 2. Is 16 the perfect square? Yes, of 4. So it's 14 plus minus 4 over 2. So that means we have two answers here that we can split. So we have x equals to 14 plus 4 over 2, which is going to give us what? 18 divided by 2. So x is going to be equals to 9. So we have one answer right there. 14 plus 4 divided by 2. So we got it. And then the next one, we have then x. So I'm going to put it on this line here. Or we can go a little up here. X equals to 14 minus 4 divided by 2. So that is what? 14 minus 4 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So we end up with these two beautiful solutions here. X equals to 9, x equals to 5 out of this very nice problem. All right? So we're good.